everyone. My name is Megan Scott, and I am the composer for Emperor Pig's Pizza and Six. So, I just wanted to show you guys a little bit of my workflow. So, as you can see here, I am in my home studio. Here I have written down the different themes of the characters that I've written so far. And here I have a list of all of the instruments that I've used. So I used, if you hadn't noticed, I used the music from the promo to be the recap music. I used the last section, so this is what it sounds like. So this episode focuses mainly on Peter, the Gorgon, and so I was thinking about wanting to write his own theme, of course, since he's going to be the narrator for most of this episode, and I was thinking since he's a Gorgon, he has a head full of snakes, first I was thinking that I wanted to write a theme with like a serpent, the instrument that they usually use for snake charming in the Middle East. But instead then I started thinking about Medusa, and so I wanted the score to have kind of a Grecian feel to it, like Greek. So for those of you who know music history, I used the theme, the epigraph of Cyclos. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's one of the first songs that was ever written down on parchment in music history, and it came from ancient Greece, and this is what it sounds like on its own. That's the first thing that you hear after the recap, and this is what it sounds like. As you can hear the epitaph of Cyclos. And so I actually did end up using the serpent, the snake charmer instrument, but more as like an accompanying instrument. That's what this sounds like. And to kind of fill out the space, I used the scary strings from Labs, the free sample, and this is what that sounds like. And it kind of grows with time, as you can hear. Later on in the episode, I bring back some of the jazz influence, especially when Peter and Fernand fight. Here, as you can see, we've got our jazz drums here. We have jazz clarinets, and you got your saxophone, trombone 1 and 2, and then of course your basses. So here's what that sounds like. Interesting thing that I did that I'm actually pretty proud of was when Peter started narrating and he is talking about how Maggie's trying to stop him, I inserted Maggie's theme actually over Peter's theme. So here's what Maggie's theme sounds like, and you'll probably recognize it from the first episode, but here's what it sounds like. So that's what Maggie's theme sounds like by itself, and here's what it sounds like with everything. I'm gonna start a little bit before. So that's Peter's theme. And then here's when Maggie's theme comes in, right here. Later on in the episode, once we meet Holgar, Lord Holgar, I bring back his theme, which sounds like this. I'm sure you recognize this. His organ is very iconic, I think. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this bonus material and appreciate my process a little bit. This is so much fun for me, composing for this podcast, and I love the stories, and I love working with these guys. The one thing that I love the most is that they give me like full creative control, and sometimes working with other directors, they're very picky on what they want their music to sound like, which is fine, but sometimes it's nice to be able to just write what I think fits the scene, and for the director to just be like, okay, great. So, and that's kind of been my experience. So, I hope that you enjoyed this, and please keep listening and keep up to date on Emperor Pigs, Pizza and Cigs. Take care.